Here's something nobody tells you. 1 in every 24 Americans will be diagnosed with colon cancer in their lifetime. And it's now showing up in people in their 30s and 40s. People with no family history, no obvious risk, nothing. It's become one of the fastest rising cancers in young adults. And here's the scary part. In the early stages, it's almost completely silent. A little bloating you brush off. A change in your bathroom habits you ignore. Some fatigue you just blame on work. But here's the part that changes everything. The food sitting on your plate right now could be quietly starving those cancer cells before they ever get the chance to grow. Not a drug, not a supplement, food. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact 5 foods the research points to and the simple science behind why they work. So let's be clear about what starving cancer actually means, because it's not a gimmick, it's real biology. Every tumor, before it can grow bigger than the tip of a pen, has to build its own blood supply. It can't just sit there, it has to trick your body into growing new blood vessels to feed it. Scientists call this angiogenesis. And here's the key: cut off that blood supply and the cancer can't grow. It starves. It stays tiny and harmless. It turns out certain everyday foods contain natural compounds that do exactly that. They block those blood vessels from ever forming. And this isn't fringe science. It's the same basic idea behind some actual cancer drugs. I'm going to walk you through 5 foods, all backed by real research, starting with one you probably already have in your kitchen. Quick heads up. Number 5 is the one that also protects your gut, and almost nobody eats enough of it. And right at the end, I'll show you the one thing that can cancel out all 5 if you're not careful. Stick around for that. Now think about the last few meals you ate. Chances are most of them did nothing to protect you, and a couple may have actively fed the problem. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it to show you how much power you actually have, 3 times a day, every single day. Most people feel completely powerless against something like cancer. You're not. Let's get into it. Number 1, berries. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. These aren't just a sweet snack. They're loaded with a compound called ellagic acid, and it's one of the most studied natural blood vessel blockers we have. In the lab, ellagic acid shuts down the growth of the new blood vessels tumors need to survive, basically cutting off their food supply before they can grow. Some of the strongest research here is on black raspberries, where regular intake was linked to real, measurable changes in the tissue of the colon itself. Here's what most people get wrong, though. They grab berry-flavored yogurt or a smoothie from a chain that's packed with added sugar and syrup, and that sugar cancels out a big chunk of the benefit. You want the real thing, fresh or frozen. And frozen is just as good, sometimes even better, because they're picked and frozen right at peak ripeness. A handful in your morning oatmeal, a handful as a snack. That's step 1, and it's the easiest one on this whole list. But berries are only the warm-up, because the next food might be the most powerful cancer fighter in the entire grocery store, and it costs you almost nothing. Number 2, cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, and the real MVP, broccoli sprouts. When you chew these, they release a compound called sulforaphane. And sulforaphane is a heavy hitter. It doesn't just help starve tumors of their blood supply. It actually switches on your body's own detox system, helping you flush out cancer-causing chemicals before they can do damage. Broccoli sprouts are the concentrated version, gram for gram. They can pack dozens of times more sulforaphane than a full head of grown broccoli, and you can grow them on your kitchen counter for pennies. But here's the trick nobody tells you. Heat destroys a lot of the good stuff. So if you boil your broccoli into mush, you're pouring the benefit right down the drain. Lightly steam it, or chop it raw and let it sit for about 10 minutes before you cook it. That little pause is when the sulforaphane actually forms. Small detail, huge difference. Okay, quick gut check. How's your day looking so far? Be honest. If you're not eating any of these yet, don't stress, because the next one is something you can start today, right now, and it's the easiest swap on the entire list. Number 3, green tea. Green tea is packed with a compound called EGCG, and it's one of the most powerful blood vessel blockers ever studied. It literally jams the signals cancer cells send out when they're trying to build their blood supply. In population studies, regular green tea drinkers tend to show lower rates of several cancers, including colon and stomach. And here's how easy this is. You just swap 1 coffee a day for a cup of green tea. That's it. 2 to 3 cups a day is where the research starts getting really interesting. Don't like the taste? Cold brew it overnight in the fridge with a slice of lemon. It comes out smooth and a little sweet, and the vitamin C from the lemon actually helps your body absorb more of the active compound. No excuse on this one. Now here's where it gets surprising, because the next food actually works better cooked than raw, which is the opposite of everything you've been told about vegetables. Number 4, tomatoes. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, the bright pigment that makes them red. And lycopene is a proven blood vessel blocker, linked in study after study to lower rates of several cancers, especially in the digestive tract. But here's the twist. Your body absorbs far more lycopene from cooked tomatoes than raw ones. The heat breaks down the tough cell walls and frees the lycopene up so your body can actually use it. And if you add a little olive oil, absorption jumps even higher because lycopene is fat-soluble. It needs a bit of fat to hitch a ride into your bloodstream. So that simple homemade tomato sauce, that pot of soup, that's not just comfort food. That's medicine on a spoon. The catch? Skip the Jared sauces loaded with added sugar and salt. Keep it simple, crushed tomatoes, garlic, a splash of olive oil, done. Cheap, easy, and it works better than the fancy stuff. And now the big one. Number 5. The food that doesn't just starve cancer, it builds an entire army inside your body to protect you. I'm talking about fiber. Beans, lentils, oats, whole grains, and vegetables. Here's what's actually happening, and it's incredible. The trillions of bacteria living in your colon feed on fiber. It's their food. And when they digest it, they produce a compound called butyrate. Butyrate is the #1 fuel for the cells lining your colon. It keeps them strong, it calms inflammation, and here's the part that blows my mind every time. Butyrate has been shown to walk up to damaged, precancerous cells and tell them to self-destruct, while leaving your healthy cells completely alone. It's like having a security guard living inside your gut. But no fiber means no butyrate, which means your colon lining is left wide open and undefended. And this, right here, is one of the biggest reasons colon cancer is climbing in younger people. The average American eats less than half the fiber they need in a day. Half. This is the one almost nobody gets right. Aim for about 30 grams a day, and this is key. Eat a wide variety of plants because different plants feed different bacteria. That diversity is what builds you the strongest defense. Now, before we wrap up, I promise you the one thing that can cancel out all 5 of these, and you really need to hear it. It's sugary drinks. Soda, sweet tea, energy drinks, those giant flavor coffees. Here's the problem. All that sugar spikes your insulin and a growth hormone called IGF-1, and those two act like fertilizer for cancer cells. They help them grow and spread faster. So you can eat all the berries and broccoli in the world, but if you're washing it all down with a couple of sodas a day, you're feeding the very thing you're trying to starve. The fix is simple, and it's free. Swap the sugary drinks for water, sparkling water, or that green tea we just talked about. That one swap might quietly be the most powerful thing on this entire list. So let's bring it all together. Berries, cruciferous vegetables, green tea, cooked tomatoes, and fiber-rich foods, while cutting back on the sugary drinks that undo them. None of these are exotic. None of them are expensive. They're already sitting in your grocery store, probably on aisles you walk past every single week. And you don't need all 5 at every meal. You just start stacking them into your week, one at a time. Because here's the truth the research keeps confirming, over and over. Cancer isn't only about bad luck or bad genes. Every single day, what you put on your plate is either quietly feeding the problem or actively fighting it. 3 meals a day is over 1,000 chances a year to tilt the odds in your favor. That is real power. and it's sitting right there in your hands. Now, if you want to go deeper, I made a video breaking down the 5 everyday foods that are quietly damaging your gut, doing the exact opposite of everything we just talked about. It's the perfect next watch, and it's on the screen right now. Go check it out. And if this helped you see food a little differently, subscribe. I break down the real science behind what you eat. No hype, no fear, just what actually works. I'll see you in the next one.